Hello, everybody. It's Root Beer. So I just got back from locals a couple hours ago, and I got my butt whipped. I went like 1-4 playing Estroya, lost to Dragonic Overlord, lost to Messiah and Gondiva, and won one game against Chronojet. And I figured while I was there, since Shadowverse Evolve came out a couple days ago at the time of this recording, I figure we could do a little pack opening. And then I realized as I was preparing to record this video that I don't know anything about Shadowverse. I never played the CCG, and I wasn't really paying attention to like the release of Evolve beyond like trying the demo out at BCS, and no, we did it at Springfest. I might have also done it at BCS. I can't remember if it. No, they weren't doing demos yet during BCS. It was during Springfest, so I figure we might as well like give it a shot. I'm always willing to diversify, and who knows, maybe it might just be like a stream on 4th of July where I try out the CCG for Shadowverse. So I got the Swordcraft trial deck because edgy sword ladies. That's just kind of my thing. You know, that is my aesthetic, and don't think there's really anything in like Vanguard that captures that at the moment. That might be a separate video where I just like talk about how, despite the fact that I actually quite enjoy D format right now, there's not really a deck that's ever like clicked with me fully on like every level, right? Because there's just like, you know, the aesthetics, the play style, and like meta viability, and you know, I can kind of reach like 2 out of 3. Like, doesn't necessarily need to be meta viable. I still play OTT all the time in premium, even though it's like okay at best. But I don't know. I feel like D format recently, like nothing has been able to even hit like 2 out of 3 of like play style, aesthetics, and like viability, right? Or it's only like, okay, well this is like viable, but I don't love the aesthetics of it, or like the play style is like okay, like nothing has hit like a 3 out of 3 here, so. But anyways, we're talking about Shadowverse right now, so edgy sword ladies, that is my thing. So now you know my taste in anime girls a little bit more. So we got like the little life counter, which is kind of a flimsy piece of plastic with just like a little cardboard wheel, although this definitely feels cheaper than the one that was at the demo, but at the same time it's like you could use like a D20 for this, but it's kind of a pain in the butt compared to having the little slider. This feels like something I would want to like keep my hands on if I were to play the game more in the future. Looks like we have things for like power and life totals. You know, a little. I assume these are keywords. Man, this is going to be a compelling video of me having no idea anything about Shadowverse. Like, I bought a whole box and I don't know what I'm looking for out of it. You know, so this was a great idea. This is going to be unwatchable. That's okay. What is this? Okay, so this is like the tutorial about how to like, and this is a quick manual how to play the game. I cannot convince, or I have not been able to convince Atlas to play the game yet. Maybe if we win that giveaway that 50 Cards was doing, which I highly doubt will happen, but I can force Atlas to play the game. So, yeah. I think the field is a little involved with like all the play points. So you have like, from what I remember vaguely of the demo, you have like your play points that you have one that's tracking your total, and then the other one is tracking like how much you have actually left. So yeah. But yeah, I guess we'll just like talk generally, but like I was saying about Vanguard, this is just going to turn into a video chatting about Vanguard, isn't it? Whatever. But, you know, nothing has quite hit me like aesthetically in D recently. I don't know. Not sure anything ever hit me all that hard in past eras of the game either, now that I'm thinking back on it. Like, I do like the Shinto gods thing that was going for OTT, but that's not really happening anymore now that our OTT, in quotes, play style is like Hex Orb, and I don't who takes on more of the like Magus, with the whole sorceress title. So she looks much more like a Magus card, which I don't hate. I do still find like geometric shaped wizards kind of funny, but and Magus was actually my first deck, so you know, that's neat. But yeah, like I saw the leader for Swordcraft, and I'm like, yeah, I like this. She's like an edgy lady. It's like the starter deck is called Blade of Resentment. She's got a katana. So I kind of dig that aesthetic. And of course, the first thing we have on here is like a ninja. And I'm just so like weeb brained that like this is just my thing now. So yeah, got like a knight captain. We have floral fencer, which I also have promos of from the demo. Because once again, I have no idea what anything is, so I just chose cards that look cute. Yeah, we have more like assassin cards. Let's see. Can attack enemy followers the turn they're put on the field. Give it more power. Ninja trainees. A veteran lancer. Let's see. Fencer. Knights. So you can play 3 to evolve him. And then we got spells. It's a little goblin. Yeah. So yeah. Unfortunately, like, Shadowverse was never a thing I was like super into. It was always one of those like I saw it around, I've seen people playing it. I know Callie played it on her stream a few times. I've seen like promotional videos on it from like ProZD, and I think like in general I've just seen like videos about it floating around. It came out, I think Steam says 2016, so that was around the time that I was playing like Vanguard. I think just around the time we graduated from UCR. So like I was into card games. I'm not sure what the barrier was for me like playing Shadowverse, if I was just like still resistant to gacha games and or like branching out into other card games, but nowadays, I'm playing Master Duel. I'm doing Vanguard obviously, so I figure like I branch out more cuz try to like generate more content for the channel and diversify, because Vanguard has been going through its own ups and downs recently. If you've been following our Twitter account for the last few months, I think we're kind of back into a period where I'm not terribly angry at Bushiroad. Other people are, because of like the announcement of the Luard Stride deck, and in general, we've been having a lot of collab cards recently. I know Atlas made that tweet recently about all of the collabs. The quintessential quintuplets thing doesn't bother me. Like, the problem with the dedicated collab sets is like I don't know how much of it actually converts into Vanguard, because as Different Fight had said on Twitter, it's one of those things where you open this dedicated box with like all token Rambu cards, and then you don't actually have to interact with the main game of Vanguard. You just sort of have all of the token Rambu stuff, where putting it into a set and having people who are interested like opening Vanguard boxes, it's like you're gonna have to interface with actual Vanguard. So I don't mind this, and also it means it's not like everything being revealed, right? Like, we get the quintessential quintuplet reveals alongside like triple R's for Dragon Empire and all that stuff, and man, these tokens are like thick, man. Like, the card stock for the tokens is really high quality. Like, cards themselves also feel like pretty good, although they are still pretty like thin and flexible because it's a card. I remember when we were doing the like demo caravan at Springfest, Chris Silver, they got their hands on one of these, like, damn. So kind of unfortunate that like the real cars aren't as like crazy high quality, but also probably wouldn't be sustainable if that were the case. But yeah, let's crack open this box. I swear I had like other ideas that I wanted to talk about coming into this, and now I have completely like blanked on the. Let's see. So Dark Offering looks like this is for a different, you know, school, clan, color, whatever these are supposed to be called, class. So yeah, this looks like it's going to be for a different class than the one I'm playing. Oh, I remember what I was going to talk about now, like future plans for Shadowverse stuff since we're talking about it. I don't actually know yet because, you know, my shop has not really announced like what they're doing with Shadowverse yet. I don't know if there's going to be like any tournaments or anything, and I personally don't know anything about it. Although, if people are not busy on July 4th, that might be a stream idea of me trying out Shadowverse, the digital game, for the first time to go alongside, you know, learning Shadowverse Evolve, and then, you know, the demo caravan is going to be coming on the 7th to my store. It's going to be happening at like 6, so that is one of those, like, I want to do that thing, or I want to do the demo caravan both to get like hands-on to learn how to play the game, although I imagine it's going to be similar to what happened at Springfest. And then I also just want that Trickstar promo because it looks like our Copy Star mascot that we came up with, just like the pose and everything. So it's funny how my like silly little crayon drawing shit post that I made at like 9 p.m. in 10 minutes has turned into this like thing. Unfortunately, I still don't play like crossover dress as a deck, although now I feel obligated not to sell it because of that silly like copy star thing. Maybe I'll actually bother upgrading the deck. You know, I only ever built Unica out of spite, so we'll put our box topper promo here. I don't even know if that's a good spell or not. Let's see. So we have a rabbit necromancer, snake princess, fighter. I also don't know what rare. I also don't know what any of the rarities are. See, this is the problem of like. Okay, cards by rarity. So bronze, silver, gold, legendary. I guess this is a legendary one. This is a great opening video. Like, if I pulled something great and I just like don't know. But it's a Cerberus. She has little like pom-pom dogs. That's cute. So you evolve it, put a token, and then based on the token, you can like deal something damage or give it like extra power. So yeah, I guess this is a legendary because it says L on it. So this is good maybe? I don't know. Oh, I am doing a great job anyways. But yeah, we have bronze, silver, gold, and legendary. And I don't actually know how to parse like what is what right now. But we have Genesis Dragon, which doesn't do anything. And then a Golem token. But yeah, Cerberus. That's good maybe. This will just be a Ruxin video now, if you follow the Yugi tubing sphere. You know? Like, this is the name of the card. It has an L on it, so I guess it's a legendary. That is good, maybe. Let's see. Luminous Knight. So it's a follower, and if it's elite, I'll figure out everything as we go along. Dire Bond. But yeah. But I seem to be pulling a lot of like decent cards for like the ghosty looking archetypes, so I don't actually know the names of all the classes either. This video is unwatchable. Let's see, deal 1 damage to a leader, draw a card, deal 1. So, I don't know if Shadowverse is the type of game like Yu-Gi-Oh! Where like life points don't matter and sacrificing your life for like draw power is worthwhile. Or not. I guess we'll figure it out. This is going to be one of those things where I just keep pulling all the like demon cards and then I have to go over and buy the demon TD instead. Death Sentence. That's a cool looking art. see, Angelics. Okay. Another shiny card that is a demon. So, give your leader like -3, evolve this follower. I don't know what Bane means just yet. We'll figure it out. Oh, God. Anyway. I swear, I had like other things that I wanted to talk about. And I'm just completely blanking on them now. Like, demo care... So, like, talking about making video... yeah, you know, I guess in general, like, right now I'm in a weird setup because if you were watching, like, podcast or the recent stream we did, I believe I mentioned that, like, my pipes were leaking and I've had to, like, take out chunks of my ceiling to fix it, and so right now I'm just kind of staying with my parents again while the ceiling gets fixed. And so it's like kind of awkward because there's just a lot of noise up here that makes it harder to record videos, and then I don't have my usual dedicated setup that has all my nice sound settings. You know, I'm using my old microphone again, which sounds fine, but because it's a dynamic microphone, I have to kind of be right up on it, practically eating the microphone for it to sound like decent, which sucks. I guess I could get my audio interface and just like plug the XLR into this, but then I need to find even more USB slots on my relatively non-existent USB ports. So I have a novice trooper for my sword stuff, and then a bunch of not sword stuff. Ooh, the swordsman. Anyways, this looks like Angel Craft, so I can evolve it, and then followers deal damage equal to their defense. And it is an ivory dragon. Oh, I got one of the Cerberus tokens. Oh no, I really am just gonna be building the demon deck. I should have gone for the demon deck instead. Hindsight is 2020. Oh well. I guess if I wanted to, I could just, like, buy more at the shop. You know, support your locals. I did not get a trash bag for any of this. I'm very smart. I thought ahead. You know, token stuff. This one. Robin Hood. Select an enemy follower on field, deal a damage. So that's my next golden thingy, and then a dragon, and then another knight token. I already have a bunch of them because of the TD. So yeah. But yeah, you know, I suppose, like, long term we'll see, like, what comes of this. This does seem like something that I could, like, mine for content, just, like, trying out the Shadowverse CCG, you know, playing games of Evolve, trying to figure out the meta. Unfortunately, I do think, like, people who are already really into Shadowverse coming into Evolve's release probably, like, have the jump on it. You know, I know Different Fight made a video about it. But Different Fight seems to play, like, every single card game under the friggin' sun. Oh, our second legendary, and it looks like it's for the Angel archetype, or the Angel class, so Storm, follow... So it gets 2 power. At the start of your end phase, you can give it 2 shield. So, yeah. Anyways, what does this do again? So you can put the Mimi or Coco, or you can put both. It's not gonna deal 2 damage. I'll figure out what all that means. And then shape-shifting mage. Oh, and another shiny. So this is for dragon stuff. But that's cool. That's a cool looking, like, dragon knight lady. One of the other guys at my local bought the Dragon Craft deck. You know, so they were asking, like, you know, if I get any, like, dragon stuff to, like, let them look through it. So that's gonna be something I do next week, I suppose. Or maybe if they go to the demo caravan, like, I can just show off any of the cards I pull here. So we get the Dragoon. Let's see. Cruel Priestess. Let's see, another gold. Man, I am not pulling very many, like, Swordcraft cards. The universe just knows. Otohime's Bodyguard. That's a cute looking token. Archer. It is an archer. Let's see. I don't know why I bother reading these cards. I don't know what any of these words mean yet. You know. And it seems like Atlas is going to be busy on the 4th, unfortunately. I might just go ahead and do it anyways on my own channel. You know, like I was saying, maybe I'll just try out Shadowverse on stream, just on my own channel. Or, like, record it as a video, which, come to think of it, I think I did that for Deer Days and then just never did anything with it because I'm lazy. Which is also why there's a bunch of other conceptual videos that I never did. Like, I was gonna do a video talking about, like, the nostalgia stuff, but I think the time for that has passed and there's no point digging that drama back up. Okay. Well, I found the guy. So, super legendary. So, Lucifer, you know. I found the guy. Woo! I don't actually know what the set ratios are, so I don't know if this is impressive or not, but, you know, we got the guy, and once again, I have not found anything as far as, like, the actual deck I bought goes. Let's see, Wardrobe Raider. That is an interesting name, the Wardrobe Raider. I'll fall around the field and destroy it. So, interesting name there. But yeah, we pulled the guy, and once again, I don't know if that is good or not. Especially because I'm pretty sure he's for a class that I don't currently own. So I guess it's going in the trade binder or something. I'll figure it out. Aha, the default version of the Wardrobe Raider. God, I really am just gonna be building a demon deck just out of, like, necessity. Search your deck for a Oh, that's for... Hey, you know what? This is a Rhoda. It, like, searches a Swordcraft follower and adds it to my hand, so maybe that's something. Let's see. Dragon token. Alright, let's see. We have the Spectre, Sister Initiate, the Goblin, or... Oh, are these, like, neutral gray ones just, like, classless type of thing? God. Once again, lack of research. This video is unwatchable. So, Path to Purgatory. So yeah, if that's the thing of just like, oh, there's these, like, classless ones that are generic, in which case, you know, this might actually be worth something then. I should have probably, like, read the quick start guide, but you know what? Let's just do that. Let's just have, like, either a stream or, like, record a video on Independence Day, because it's not like I'm doing anything else with my day off, to just, like, learn Shadowverse, and then maybe... Or maybe, if we still don't have a podcast topic by Friday, we could just do it for the Friday stream. What is S? I guess this is a silver, but it's very shiny. I'll put it with the shiny guys. Let's see. Aha. Royal Banner. So, they all get extra power, and then it gets more power when played. That's cool. Bellringer Angel. And then a Knight token. Yeah. I honestly have no idea what the meta of Shadowverse is going to look like when, you know, all is said and done. I feel like other people who know better have been giving their initial impressions, and it keeps changing. But you know, I just kind of went with aesthetics for like whatever trial deck, and if I invest more into it, like I think this game will be fine. There seems to be like some interest. I did also like buy into, oh, there's the other token for my Cerberus. Maybe that will just be a thing that happens. But I did also buy into like Battle Spirits when that was coming out, just cuz like I was looking into all these other card games as like contingencies for in case Vanguard was doing bad, because all of these were kind of in their hype cycles when Vanguard was in a really like shit state. You know, they're doing like the NFT things with the last lyrical set. Thankfully, they're not doing that anymore. And then there was like the promo thing, the pricing of Deer Days, just all this stuff that just made it really difficult to have any faith in Vanguard at that particular moment in time. So it was just like, you know, should consider branching out. In hindsight, you know, hindsight is 2020. You know, I think Vanguard is like slowly course correcting itself. There's still plenty to criticize, but I'm not terribly upset with Bushiroad at this particular moment in time, as evidenced by the fact that I'm buying another one of their products. But, you know, not upset with Vanguard at the moment. I think a lot of the more recent controversies, in quotes, are overblown. Like, people are being really silly with these. And, yeah. Battle Spirits hasn't really picked up interest, at least at any of my locals. Maybe it's done stuff in other places, but the impression I've gotten just from people within the general sphere that I follow for Vanguard has been that, like, Saga has been very just meh. Like, the first is just really boring. You know, none of the cool stuff that Battle Spirits has in the Japanese game has really made it over here yet. And so, there's just no interest right now. Hopefully there's more interest in Shadowverse, because also, like, personally, the art style of Battle Spirits I wasn't into as much. I'm too, like, anime-brained. You know, something like this with Shadowverse is, like, more my speed. Especially just, like, the arts on the leaders. Veteran Lancer. Hey, I have options to put, like, random maids in my deck. I'll take it. Let's see. Front Guard General. Give them ward, and you may engage any number of them. We'll figure out what that means, eventually. A Viking. Alrighty. Only a couple packs left. But yeah, like I was saying, like, I don't know exactly, like, what's happening yet. We haven't even gotten more information on, like, the demo caravan that's coming to my locals. So, I imagine there will be an announcement made within the next, like, couple of days as the time gets closer. And then we'll see, like, if there's any interest, if people join for tournaments. And if it is, like, that'll be cool. Like, I don't mind branching out into, like, other TCGs. Aha! Finally, we got one that's actually for the class that I own. So, oh, we got Otohime, so we got her bodyguards earlier. And now we have her. And now we have the main person, and then... And then the evolved form of a card that I don't think I have. Evolve, deal 2 damage to each follower on the field. Or every enemy one, and then every other follower on my side gets more shield. That's cool. Yeah, I'll have to, like, look. Yeah, I guess that is going to be one of the weird things about pulling certain cards is that, you know, you have, like, the base version, and then you have, like, the evolved forms that you need the base versions for. So, like, Otohime can evolve, but I don't have the evolution of Otohime, and then I have Jeanne, but then I don't have the original base version of it. So, yeah. Let's see, Hollow Dogma, the Crazed Executioner. We are really pulling just a bunch of demon stuff. Chorus of Prayer, select up to 3 amulet that cost 5 play points or less in the cemetery. And then the Falcon. And that was it. That was the box. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll, like, see what happens as far as me delving more into Shadowverse. maybe this is just another flash in the pan thing where it's like, I'll give it a try and see where it goes, and then if it turns out like Battle Spirits where there's no interest, that'll be kind of sad, but also like whatever. And, you know, if it does end up taking off and this is another like vector for content on the channel, like that's fine. And like I think that would be interesting just to see like other things that we could be doing. So yeah, we'll see where this all goes. Thanks for watching, everybody. Another video idea I've been entertaining in my head is a video about keywords, because with Luard and Ritual coming back, that's like an interesting little time in Vanguard's history that I want to talk about. So hopefully we'll see that coming up sometime soon if I'm not too lazy about it. I swear I've said that I'll make like 20 other videos that I haven't, but this time for sure, especially because, I've had a shit couple of weeks, and every time I have a bad week, it like motivates me to make videos so that, hopefully I can just do stuff like this more often and not have as many like bad weeks, but we'll see. Thanks for watching, everybody. I will probably be bypassing our Patreon again because I'm like that, and quite frankly, all of our patrons are just like Atlas's friends anyways. So, like, sorry I keep bypassing you guys, but also never really stop to think about how restrictive it is for a tiny channel to be like shilling a Patreon and trying to keep to that like patron schedule when you also have like a bunch of other things that you just kind of want to do. So, hindsight is 2020. Kind of pushed. That one was also my fault. I kind of pushed for that as just like, I want money. Because I think this was before I got a job, and I was like, man, I don't want to get a real job. So if I could make, like, YouTube money, that would be great. And now, I have a real job, and it's incredibly depressing, and boy, do I wish I could just make YouTube monies. So, yeah. This is getting really long, and I am dumping a whole bunch of things that don't need to be dumped out. I'll see you guys later. Bye.